Merry Christmas, guys. It's a season of love. Show us some love by smashing the like button and leaving a comment. Today we'll be taking a look at a few charts. I really don't have much time, so I'm just going to be taking a look at gold, EUR-USD, and GBP-USD real quick. So this is a 4 hours time frame on gold. As you can see, we're currently trading above this area of value. And last week we expected a bearish breakout that didn't actually come. And for the bullish case scenario, I'm just going to go down to the lower time frame. Okay, so this is a 2 hours time frame. Last week we expected some sort of bullish move, which we did get here, and we anticipated a consolidation and a bullish breakout for us to go long. So something like this. So we said we might get something like this, a consolidation and then a bullish breakout for us to go long. But unfortunately, we had a bearish breakout instead after the consolidation. So this means we couldn't take advantage of the bullish move after this bullish move here. So instead we had a bearish move back to trading around the lows of this bullish flag. Okay, so I'm going to call this a bullish flag, excuse me. So I'm going to go back to the higher time frame so we can see something very important once more. So this is a 4-hour chart. So you see we had this breakout and the retest from this area of value, but even as price consolidates above this breakout, we still haven't come close to this area of value. Okay, so this means there's a ton of bullish momentum coming from the bulls, okay, around this level. So we are currently in a bullish flag, and I'm going to show you my bullish case and a bearish case scenario for this week real quick. Okay, so and I'm going to get rid of this area of value because we seem to have broken the area of value and reversed multiple times. So I think this is therefore invalid. Okay, so I'm just going to disregard that area of value. So now we're going to focus on what we have within this bullish flag. So this can be a bullish flag because it's the formation is coming after this bullish breakout. Okay, so consolidating above the area of value. So this is a bullish flag, and this is also a rising wedge. Okay, so you can see the two lines aren't parallel, so I won't call this a rising channel. So this is a rising wedge. So I'm going to go back to the lower time frame. So 1 hour. On the 1 hour time frame, my case to go long would simply be waiting for a break above this resistance level. Okay, so right now we are having a new resistance level. So when price breaks through this resistance level, I am going to consider going long. So this is the only case or the only scenario in which I'm going to go long. So we might see something like this. So we might, get a slow grind to this area of value, so which is a resistance level right now, consolidate a bit, and then a bullish breakout. So this would be something I am inclined to watching out for in order for me to go long on gold. Okay. Alternatively, we could get a nice move and a massive breakout. Then I'm just gonna go long on the breakout. So depending on the candlestick and the volume that goes along with the breakout, that's going to determine how fast I get into the trade. Okay, but if we get a simple, let's say a simple light breakout, then I'm going to wait for a retest and a bullish reversal before I go long. And lastly, so the last case would be waiting for a slow grind, a breakout, a consolidation above the breakout level, which is the resistance level, and then a bullish breakout as a follow through of the breakout. So this will be a mini bullish flag if this happens. So these are the scenarios I'm going to watch out for to go long on gold, because right now we seem to be grinding above above this area of value. Okay, so this is kind of like a bullish trend, so it is logical to expect some bullish momentum. So if we break above this area of resistance, then I'm going to consider going long on gold. So I'm not going to go long within this space here. Whereas for a short position, I'm going to wait for something like this. So I'm going to pick these lows. So this is the closest low to the price right now. So I'm going to pick these lows and I'm going to wait for some sort of breakout, okay, from this trend line, and a small consolidation and a bearish breakout for me to go short. So this is the only scenario in which I'm going to go short for gold right now, because gold seems to be strong. So GDP came out for the United States last week strong, so that's why we had this massive bearish move. So right now the market seems to be cooling off a bit. So this is my scenario to go short, and a break of this resistance level will be my scenario to go long for gold. So moving on, I'm going to talk about EUR-USD real quick. So EUR-USD has shown some significant strength over the past few weeks. So this is the RSI below. So something really important to take note of is that you can see the RSI for EUR-USD has been trading above the 50 line. Okay, so remember the RSI is divided into three different parts. We have the overbought level, we have the oversold level, and we have the neutral level. Okay, so from the 50%, so it's not actually regarded as a percentage level, but I use 50% in order to, for it to be easy for me to explain. So between the 50% and the 80% level means there's a bullish momentum, okay, bullish strength, and from the 50% level to the 30% or 20% level signifies that there's bearish strength in the market. So right now you can see over the past 1 month or so, EUR-USD has been within the bullish range. Okay, so it means there's been a ton of strength in the market for EUR-USD. So the bulls are in control. So this is the daily time frame. You can see bearish trend, and now we're in a bullish trend. So we're going to disregard this bearish trend because I think we're done with it. So for now, we're going to be focusing on the bullish trend. So going down to the lower time frame, something really interesting happened last week. So in our previous analysis, we were expecting a bearish breakout from this area of value, but EUR-USD was able to hold its ground, so we didn't get that bearish breakout from this area of value. Instead, we just ranged above using this level as a support level. Okay, so now for this week, it's still going to be the same thing. So we're going to wait for a bearish breakout below this area of value for us to go short. Okay, so we're going to wait for something like this, a breakout, a retest, and a bearish reversal for us to go short. Alternatively, if we have a massive bearish move, then we go in immediately on the bearish move. And remember, a candle has to be closed. Okay, so a candle has to close below the support level for us to actually regard it as a clean breakout. Okay, so lastly, we could wait for something like this, a bearish consolidation giving us a bearish flag, and then a bearish breakout as a follow through of that, of the first breakout for us to go short. So this is going to be my scenario to go short for EUR-USD. But I think for EUR-USD to suddenly become so weak, despite all the fundamentals from last week, it means something significant would have to happen in the market to, bring this currency pair below this area of value, because last week was just crazy for EUR-USD, significant strength, and it seems to be holding above this support level. So my stop loss is going to be above these highs, and my take profit level is going to be around these lows. Okay, so I think this is a good risk to reward ratio. So this is how I'm going to trade EUR-USD for a quick profit. So for a bullish case scenario, which I am, I think it's most likely, okay, the most likely scenario or most likely outcome, I'm going to wait for a break of this resistance level. So I'm going to go down to the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame. So yeah, so this is a resistance level, right? So when we break above this resistance level, for this one, I'm going to wait for a retest. So if we maybe slowly creep up, we break above, I'm going to wait for a retest and a bullish reversal, breaking the highs of that first breakout before I consider going long on EUR-USD. Okay, so that's one. Secondly, I'm going to wait for a breakout, a consolidation, maybe a bullish flag, or any chart pattern. It might be an ascending triangle, it might be a rectangle, any chart pattern to signify there's going to be a continuation of the bullish momentum after the breakout. So I'm going to consider to go long on EUR-USD. So EUR-USD, this is my outlook real quick, and my stop loss is just going to be below the consolidation we get before the breakout, and I'm just going to let the trade run because it's open skies right now. So there's nothing holding us back, except we want to go back to the bearish trend on the 1 hour time frame. But I'm just going to trail my trade as we move on for EUR-USD. So GBP-USD real quick, the last chart for today, we anticipated a break of this support level. So you can see we had 1, 2, multiple retests, and finally we had a breakout. So we cut around 100 pips, I think. So from a breakout level to this level, yeah, around 100 pips move. If you took that, congrats to you. So right now, I think there's a good chance we might see some bullish reversal on GBP-USD. Perhaps maybe a continuation of the bearish move, but I'm going to show you what I'm watching out for on EUR-USD. So something to mention before we move on. Now you can see I drew a trend line here, and now price seems to have broken the trend line, broken the support level, and we're currently trading below this support level. this doesn't mean GBP-USD is going back down to these levels, okay? You have to understand and follow market structure. So even if we are to go down, we have multiple levels to contend with. So we have these lows here to contend with. Then we have this lows here. So see it as kind of like a battle and survival of the fittest. So now we've broken the support level. There's a good chance we might come to this level and bounce off this level. There's a good chance we'll come to this level and bounce off. And this is where it's important to make use of the Fibonacci retracement tool. So I'm pulling up the Fibonacci retracement tool right now. So as you can see, the Fibonacci retracement tool is perfectly lined up at this area of value. So you can see the 38% Fib level is lined up around this area of value, and the 50% Fib level is lined up around this area of value. So there's a good chance we could come to this level or this level and bounce up in continuation of this massive bullish move. So going down to the 2 hours time frame, I'm going to show you something real quick. You can see this is not just the only move we have on GBP-USD. It started all the way from these lows here. So you can see this has been a massive bullish move with price creating series of higher highs and higher lows, right? So just a quick example, if you were to draw a trend line like this and assumed this trend line or the break of this trend line meant price was coming all the way back down to this level, you can see we got stopped at this level. So I'm going to take my Fibonacci retracement tool now to this level to see where we had our retracement if it aligns. So you can see taking these highs, because at this price level we haven't seen the future, so we didn't get the price information from here all the way to current price data, okay? So we only had what we had here. So if you pick these lows to these highs, you can see we bounced off the 38.2% Fib level in continuation of this bullish move. So same thing might happen again, okay? So we might see something similar. So we might come all the way down to the 38.2% level and continue the bullish momentum on GBP-USD. Or perhaps this time we might get to the 50% level. So this is price action using past price movement to determine future price movement. It's not guaranteed that price must move exactly like that, but it gives you an insight on what to expect when you carry out your analysis. Okay, so that's just something very important I felt I have to talk about in this week's analysis. So moving on, there seems to be a bullish divergence. We have to be careful. Okay, so we have to be careful of this bullish divergence on GBP-USD if you want to go short. So yeah, this is a 2 hours chart. So I'm going to pull up the divergence right now. So you can see on the charts we are making series of lower lows, right? But on the RSI we've been making series of higher lows. So I'm going to shift this. Yeah, so you can see on the RSI we have higher lows, and on price we have lower lows, right? So this is clearly a signal that is potentially going to be a bullish move coming, but we have no idea how soon it's going to be. So for GBP-USD there is a bullish divergence, and I wouldn't be going short on this because you have no idea how far this price is going to pull back before it shoots up, okay? Because this bullish divergence is so active right now, so we have to be careful about going short. So that's why I wouldn't be going short on GBP-USD. Instead, I'm going to look for opportunities to go long, and this is one of them. So I'm going to wait for price to break these highs. Okay, so I'm going to wait for price to break these highs before I go long. So if we break these highs, so if we break this trend line and break back above this area of value and retesting this area of value as a confirmation that we are going to trade above this area of value or this support level, then I am going to go long on GBP-USD. As for short positions, I'm not going to go short because of this bullish divergence. Okay, I really like to pay attention to divergence because they can save you a lot of money and a lot of stress when it comes to trading in the forex market or any financial market. So this is my outlook on GBP-USD. Okay, I'm just going to watch out for a bullish case scenario, so a breakout from this trend line, a retest. So a breakout from this trend line, also breaking this area of value, a retest, and then a bullish move for me to go long on GBP-USD. Excuse me. So that's what I'm going to be watching out for. As for shorts, right now I don't see any reason to go short, except maybe when the price opens or when the market opens, we see some sort of bearish move on the RSI invalidating the divergence, then we can get a signal to go long. So let's say, for example, price was to make a bearish move down and the RSI was to follow through, giving us a lower low. So this will invalidate our bullish divergence. Then you can now wait for a consolidation and a break of that consolidation to go short. So that's kind of like a long process, but I'm just going to stay clear from this until I get a clear signal that the divergence is no longer valid. But meanwhile, I'm going to wait for something like this to go long. So lastly, I just want to talk about the DXY real quick. So this is the daily chart on the DXY, and as you can see, this is the high from 2016. Yeah, so this is a high from 2016 and early 2017, and this is another high from 2020. So as you can see, price seems to be bouncing off these highs, meaning there's a good chance the DXY might, turn out to be strong this next few weeks and months. Okay, so but that doesn't mean you have to halt your trade or keep an eagle eye or a bird eye on the DXY. Okay, so DXY could consolidate here for a bit, going up and down, and currency pairs will just keep moving the way they move as usual. So the DXY does not have to break through this area of value to make significant impact on the on currency pairs. Okay, so it could range here and we could still see massive price movement across major currency pairs and gold included. So this is all I have for this week. If you love the content, please like, subscribe, share with friends, leave your thoughts in the comment section, and I'm going to make a new video next week Sunday, same time.